Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. My name is Tori Solis, and today I am going to be going over how I make my YouTube planner. This is a bit of a one-off video, but this is the third planner I'm going to have to make, and I've made a few of these, and I just figured that some people might appreciate this if you're interested in seeing how the channel gets put together, how my mind works, or maybe if you want to start a channel, this could be helpful for you. The first thing that I do is reflect on my old planner and think about what could be changed. And then going into the new planner, we have all these fresh blank pages full of opportunity. I am going to start by putting the months into the side here. So I stamp the months in with a clear stamp kit and archival ink, specifically the archival ink that is black. It's a good ink. When I use my highlighter to highlight the days that videos have been posted on, it doesn't smear, which is really great. I highlight the days of the week with different colors to signify to myself what type of video I have scheduled for that day. And I know that when I'm doing this, a lot of people are probably thinking, wow, this is so time consuming, you could just download a thing, do it on an app. And I understand that. What a lot of this is for me is process. So I'm not saying that you should do your planning this way. It's not for everybody. It's the part of this is the process for me, and it helps me organize myself, and this works for me, and I totally understand that this is not gonna work for everybody. It's a lot of work to put this planner together, but for me, putting the planner together helps me see visually and feel like I have a really good grasp and understanding on how my channel is organized and how my content is being posted. It's mostly, I'd say it's 50% visual and 50% me doing all of these stamping and marking and writing down things that helps me to remember and see the bigger picture of everything that I'm working on with my channel as time goes on. I keep a physical planner also. I've done that for, I don't know, 6 or more years. Consistently every day, weekly planner for at least the past 6 years, and then kind of on and off with some other stuff. I've tried the digital things and it just doesn't, it's just not the same for me, and I think it's, like I said, I think it's totally something visual and specific to me, although I'm sure there are other people who think and deal with their planning the same way that I do. There definitely are a lot of people who don't and who this isn't going to work for. I almost look forward to needing to make a new planner because it's a bit of a meditative practice to make this planner each time, and the repetitive motions of writing everything in, filling it out, and seeing all the potential of seeing a blank planner like this is very inspiring for me in a way. It gives me a lot of motivation internally to fill it up and think of what could be on the pages and feel really motivated to keep going. I don't need this planner exactly for my long form videos yet, but I do post a short every day. I'm scheduling out short videos, and I'm creeping into this planner for my shorts. I set up a front page where I determine some goals for this planner. Since I'm not immediately moving into this planner, I'm going to leave these goals blank until I'm completely moving out of my last planner. I think that having any kind of journal or planner, you can benefit greatly from just creating a table of contents at the beginning. So I do that for all of my planners. I don't do it for my journals, just the planners, not journals. There's a difference. Journals are more like I write the date and some thoughts, and planners are more organized for reference later. So I can go back into these planners and find information at a later time if I need to. And it's all right here. And since I created the organization system, I quickly know how to find things, and as opposed to some sort of digital organizational system, I know for sure that this system isn't going to change unless I change it. So it's not like I'm gonna have a hard time finding something someday because everything's been moved and the whole layout has been changed. In that way, this planner can actually save time. Just a thought. In creating the table of contents, I do number each of the pages. For some planners and journals, I write page front and back, but for this one, I only like to write on the front of the pages. I leave the back pages as kind of a place to catch all ideas about what things could be related to the video or concept on the right, but I've never actually had to go in and do that because I don't like the way that writing on the back side of these looks, because it bleeds through a little bit sometimes into the other one. That just kind of bothers me. I'll start out the front of this planner, or at least the first page, with a layout of how I like to lay out my videos. What I like about creating my own system is that I can change it based off of what I need, what is important to me. There's no extra information or blocks that I don't need to fill in, but I fill in because I can't stand seeing them blank. They're all the information here is relevant to me. And if you're creating your own planner, you can make it relevant to you. What's relevant to me might not be relevant to you. But the beauty of it is that you can make it exactly how you want it if you take the time to make it. And also, it can grow with you. And so this planner is a little bit different than the first one, and it's like a development. But it's a development of me, not me on a wild ride with some development team's development. It's growing with me to suit my needs specifically. Taping off the triangle for the YouTube logo is always the worst. It's so hard to get this exactly perfect triangle. I'm sure there's some way to do it, or there's someone with a magical trick or skill, and it's not me. So I fiddle with it a lot, and it's a lot of fuss until I finally decide that that's close enough to exactitude, and I paint it. I just paint it with my acrylic paint, just a little bit of white acrylic paint. It usually takes 2 coats just to get it on there, but I've enjoyed the way that they've turned out. So thank you so much for tuning in this week. If you'd like early access to all my videos and to help support my channel, you can find me at patreon.com/BlueNoseTrading. If you'd like to see a weekly art video, you can subscribe to this channel, Blue Nose Trading. Remember that you have really great ideas. You should probably just go for it. Go drink yourself a bottle of water, and I will see you next week.